And he draws on a bit of paper, doesn't he? But you don't see the picture straight away.
Yeah.
You know what's going to happen. Yeah. Are you going to say the same thing as me?
Yeah, probably.
I think so.
When Geordie flips the paper,
Yeah,
and then finds the right way up for us,
yes,
which then means he was looking
he
at
was
it
looking
upside
down. Yeah,
I'm like, what?
it's like, but what is this? Like, but even when he got given it back, he was still looking at it upside down.
Was he?
Yeah, he was looking at it upside down in both scenarios. But the other thing is the fact that bit of paper could leave the holodeck as well.
You got my rent?
Yes, I've paid it.
Oh, you paid it?
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes, you have to check your account.
Okay, I trust you.
Good.
Yeah.
Good.
But I'll check later anyway.
Thank you. We're here at episode number 3 now.
Episode 3, season 2.
Yes. And it's elementary Dear Data.
My dear Data.
Oh dear.
Ah, lovely Data.
Yes.
Holodeck adventures await.
Yes, this is like our second holodeck-centric episode, I think.
Yeah.
First being the big goodbye.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
That makes sense. Yeah.
So normally if it's a holodeck episode, something's going to go wrong.
Yes.
It's not a very safe place, is it, to be?
No. Yeah, especially if you're Lieutenant Barclay. Who knows what you'll start conjuring up.
Yeah, yes. When we find out about Mr. Barclay. Yeah. And any thoughts on this episode for you?
Yeah, it's good. Whenever I watch this episode, because there's another episode at some point, spoiler alert, which is related to this episode, I always think of that episode first.
Ah, yes.
And so I always expect the story to follow that story.
Yeah.
And then it's like, oh, okay. I always forget there's actually 2
different episodes.
With
so when you watched this episode, you thought it was the episode later on.
I did indeed. Yeah. Yes.
Watson.
But then by the time I got to the end of this episode, I then clocked and realised, oh, okay.
Yeah. Were you disappointed that it wasn't that episode?
Yeah, I was in part, yeah.
Yeah.
Because it's actually a very good continuation of the
story.
Of the story.
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. A lot of people find this episode is a popular one for season 2, I hear.
Okay.
But I do prefer the second part.
Yeah.
Which is like later on down the line in season 5.
7.
Is it?
It's actually season 7.
What?
I'm pretty sure.
Is it?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Okay, maybe it's not season 7.
It's the latest season.
It is a later season, yeah.
Because it's possibly 6 or 7. I don't think it's 7, sorry. Okay. I don't think it's 7 because
they had to get the rights apparently.
Oh, yeah,
for
that's
something.
true, yeah.
I can't remember what it was.
The Sherlock Holmes. Yeah, I did hear that. To do that episode.
Yeah.
Maybe it was season 6, maybe.
I enjoyed it though. Yeah, it's good.
Yeah, I felt the same way because I had the same experience before, but not watching this time around, but in the past. I remember watching it. I was like, oh, I thought it was going to be this episode. Didn't realise there was another episode later on.
Okay.
Down the line. But yeah, I did feel like it was. I felt like there could be more in this episode. I didn't feel like completely satisfied after watching it because it kind of ended very quickly. The resolve was very sudden.
Right.
I felt for me, it was like the last 5 minutes of the episode, and then
kind of just hurried up and then
like okay, yeah, just switch me off, and I'll wait for you to switch me back on again. Possibly why it was brought back again because maybe someone thought, oh, there could be a lot more.
Yeah.
The other episode was Ship in a Bottle, it's called, I think.
Yes, that's right.
It's much better. It's a really good continuation.
Yeah. I remember first time watching it, you're like, what? How did that just happen?
Yeah. Beginning of the episode, you've got Geordie, who's making the boat.
Oh, yes.
Which I think...
Yeah.
Is it... I can't remember the name of the ship he was building. Was it the USS Victory? I know the ship they're waiting to arrive is the USS Victory.
Okay.
To me, it sounds like LaForge has got a bit of a cold. I don't know if you pick that up, but it sounds like he's got
Okay.
blocked up nose or something.
No, I didn't pick that up.
No. And so this is quite nice to see the crew that they're like, I know they're like shore leave, but they've got a bit of time. It's not shore leave. They've got 3 days and they want to have fun. So it's nice nice to see an episode. It's not about something, well, appears to be something serious. It's let's have some fun.
Yeah.
I'll show you. Geordie says, I'll show you what I love doing. Apparently, he likes building ships. I don't think he ever does that again.
He's building it in engineering.
Yeah, in his workplace.
In his workplace. Probably not the best place to build it, to be honest.
No, and what if your ship's attacked?
Exactly.
I mean, it did get damaged, didn't it? I think in the episode,
a little bit, yeah.
End of the episode,
but main engineering, this is not a place to do your hobbies.
Exactly.
It's a work environment. Yeah. Don't take your hobbies to work, people. Leave it at home.
That's the moral lesson.
Yeah, moral lesson.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Don't have fun at work. You're meant to be really down in the dumps at work.
Yeah, exactly.
And if you're happy at work, change job. Shouldn't be happy at work.
Wow. Subscribe. Like, comment. Yes.
No comment.
Thanks, Andrew. Comments have been disabled on this video. The rest of them you can make comments. So Geordie recommends, I'll share in one of your dreams or fantasies that he likes, which is Sherlock Holmes. That was touched upon in previous episodes, wasn't it? The Sherlock Holmes.
Yes.
When did it first come up? Was it in the battle, was it? Or the last outpost? He was pretending he had a pipe, and Riker says, "Get rid of the pipe."
Yeah.
Yeah, or Picard says, "Get rid of the pipe."
Data. Let's proceed without the pipe.
Yes, sir. If you wish, sir.
They go into the holodeck.
Excellent. Yeah.
They talk about it in Tenforward because Pulaski wants to get involved. And Pulaski's obviously still quiet.
But I think that's later in the episode, isn't it?
This is before she wants to join them.
Yeah, she wants to join them.
Yeah.
Because then she turns up and is all dressed up.
That's right, yeah.
But that bit is about halfway through, isn't it?
Oh, is it? So they go into the holodeck to start off with without her. That's right, they do.
Yeah.
Yes, they go in there.
Just Data and Geordie going in.
Yes.
Doing a Sherlock Holmes mystery.
Yes,
and
right.
like they've been in like 1 minute, and Data's like, I deduce that this penny fell from that man over there who's having an affair with her, but she doesn't like him. I therefore continually deduce.
That's right.
And Geordie's like,
you're taking the fun out of it all.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because he already worked it all, he already knew the answers.
Yeah.
Because he knows the stories off by heart.
Exactly, yeah. So they go, that's when they're in 10 forward, and they're just like,
yeah.
Geordie's talking to Data and saying, it's not working.
This is not, yeah.
And then Pulaski overhears and says, you need to change it up a bit.
Yeah. You need to mix some different elements in there. Before they go to 10 forward, I think this is the first time we see Data play the violin as well.
Oh, nice.
He picks up the violin in that scene and plays it.
So,
and that's when Geordie goes, "Oh, that's really beautiful." So I don't think he's ever played the violin until that time.
Okay.
Because he plays it later on.
Now I'm assuming the actor Brent Spiner does play the violin, and he's not just miming.
I don't know. I can guess. I don't actually know.
If you know, does Brent Spiner play the violin, or is he miming it?
Yeah. Same with Riker. Does he play
trombone?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I think we discussed it before, like Harry Kim, your favourite character. He actually plays the cello in real life, and his character plays the cello.
Right. Okay.
So I know that.
I think it's definitely a good thing to do. Think about what
they can bring.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then the writers to add it in. That's good.
Yeah. It's true. Like The Rock, good example. The Rock, he's good at wrestling.
Sean Connery. Oh
no, The Rock.
Yeah. Oh, I see. Right. Okay.
He was brought into an episode.
Yes.
To be a wrestler.
Yeah.
An alien wrestler.
Yeah.
So.
What point of his career was he when he did that?
like when he did that film, The Mummy, CGI version, probably.
So he's quite famous.
He was famous mostly probably because he was The Rock. More than like what he is now. He's probably like
okay, not so
he,
they wouldn't have to pay him as much as now anyway.
No, he's like I think since I don't know when he's died. Maybe Fast and Furious made him a bit more of a
But yeah, no, it's good when they bring in extra gifts and extra talents. That they do. Yeah, incorporate it into the stories. It's nice.
Yeah, it's true.
Like Lever Burton was blind, though. That's why they gave him a visor.
Oh, actually, the other day, I spotted when I was. This is off topic completely.
Okay, so we're not talking about Star Trek now.
We are talking about Star Trek, but I was editing Skin of Evil.
Yeah.
And do you know that bit when they rip the visor off? Armus takes the visor off his face to get him to pick it up.
Yeah.
If you look closely, when the visor's taken off, you can see he's got his own eyes that's there.
Oh, okay. They forgot to put the white.
They didn't put the contact lens in.
Okay.
So you can see his full eyes.
Wow.
It's a very small amount of time.
Okay.
But But anyway, so interesting fact if you wanted to know for you at home or you're at work at your desk, wherever you may be.
You shouldn't be watching this at work. You shouldn't be having fun.
Work,
no.
Turn it off. He finds out, he works out the whole mystery, goes to 10 Forward, and Pulaski is invited so she can help, work out a more challenging scenario, which seems to be like two stories compiled into one or something.
Oh yeah.
Because I think they go in there again and he works it all out.
He does
all over again.
He does.
Pulaski's saying, "Well, that's not inspiration. You just did logical programming to work out. You deduced that's from this part and this, and then Geordie makes the grave mistake
having a program that can defeat Data.
Yeah.
Oh dear.
And an original
Sherlock Holmes mystery. Yeah.
Well, Dr. Pulaski and I had a discussion about whether Data could solve an original Holmes-type mystery.
Which you asked the computer to provide?
Yes, with a worthy opponent.
Worthy of Holmes?
Oh, my God. Now, I asked for a Holmes-type mystery with an opponent capable of defeating Data. That's got to be it.
I like how the computer just takes what Geordie says literally instead of
thinking logically.
Thinking interpretively. So if he was talking to a human, the human would understand, okay, you want something that would confound Data, but not necessarily put the ship at risk.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah.
So because computers are computers, they take things literally based on how you program them. It will just take that input. Even though it is a very modern AI, I guess, this is maybe 24th century, we've got a kind of AI that's out today, but any form of AI is dependent on how it's been programmed. So it will literally just process based on what it's been programmed and inputted to do. No matter how lifelike it may seem or respond to you, it is just the result of programming.
Yeah.
So it's only going to go as far as it has been programmed.
Yeah. It goes a bit too far, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which I was surprised at, because I wouldn't have thought
the ship shouldn't put itself in danger.
No. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, for it, it came out in the 80s or 90s when, and so when it came out, that's not kind of what people were thinking. They're probably not watching it thinking, "Oh, hold on a minute, here's a loop."
Yeah.
It was more just entertainment.
It was. I mean, they still probably had like floppy disks back then and that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which is.
But yeah, when watching it in today's ways, Yeah, they would change that somehow.
Mm.
Like maybe they get stuck on the holodeck. But even still, people outside the holodeck would be able to access it and cancel the program and everything.
Yeah. It's a bit like the Big Goodbye as well, the fact that a scan seems to just damage the holodeck program. Don't scan anything,
Yeah.
or things might go wrong. You know, an alien technology scans something. I mean, if someone, it's just like scanning, someone scanned your house and
the windows fill out.
Break down. I don't know.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, but it's for entertainment value,
It is.
isn't it?
Yeah.
So they wanted to bring the Sherlock Holmes, and I think the Sherlock Holmes, the setting, the sets and design of it all, it was really good.
Really
brought
liked
us
it.
to that
was nice
environment with all the costuming and everything.
I think the funny thing is, for our American listeners, welcome.
Yes.
A lot of people in America still think, well, from my experience of talking with Americans, that when they think of England, they think of cobbled streets, foggy, like classic Sherlock Holmes style.
Yeah.
But it's not like that. No.
Well, it's not like
anymore.
No, there might be a few
since last
year. But you wouldn't want to
updated.
walk down those streets now.
No,
not in London. Probably, taking a leak down there or detecting a leak.
Detecting a leak.
Yeah.
I gotta take a leak.
Leak? I'm not detecting any leak.
So this is when the program changes and things get a bit interesting, and you hear a scream, and Pulaski is gone.
Yes.
Was that Pulaski's scream? Because that scream didn't sound like a Pulaski scream. This is when she's abducted, and Data's like, "Oh,
they've taken the Doctor."
They've taken the Doctor, and Brent Spiner's getting really into this role.
Yeah,
he's really getting into the English accent and Sherlock Holmes.
Yeah, did a good job.
He's done a really good job doing that. But I don't think. I'm afraid that Geordie LaForge's English accent isn't that great.
That is quite fun.
Yeah, it's right, but it just wasn't. Yes, I see.
Oh, I see. It's
yes.
Yeah,
I don't know. It didn't.
It's almost pantomime.
Yeah,
kind of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Apparently, Brent Spiner can do quite a good impression of Patrick Stewart.
Oh.
This is appalling. I am appalled. I have never, at the Royal Shakespeare Company, we are so much more restrained. We're professionals. And you people have embarrassed me.
He's really getting into the role, and then
someone dies.
Yeah, I thought it was some irrelevant murder.
It was a red herring.
It was a red herring.
Yeah.
It was a distraction.
It was.
Or it was just part of...
I think it's just part of the programme trying to throw him off. Yeah.
Throw him off, yeah.
Yeah.
And then you see... Is it Moriarty's going through a door in the background, and they go and have a look.
Mm-hmm.
And...
It's a dead end.
It's a dead end.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which I think... Hold on.
Where did he go?
The computer's not allowed to change things, is it?
No. But this is the second dead end, because it was a dead end. Then they go and investigate the murder. Because someone goes up to them, oh, there's a murder. And they go and have a look. Then they see Moriarty go through a door, and it's a dead end again. But I don't know how Geordie's visor works, because he's in a holodeck.
Oh, I see. It's all energy, isn't it?
Yeah, so how does he see things? How
It's
does
just
he
one big
interpret
blur.
Yeah, but he works out there's some door thing, like there's some scratch marks on the door.
Yeah,
and is it Data who works out? Oh, it opens. And he pulls, but then Geordie's visor should have detected that as well, like he did in Data Law.
Yeah,
but I guess it's holographic, so I don't know what he can see.
I don't know.
It's a bit weird, isn't it? I don't know. You just kind of have to ignore the Geordie visor situation.
Oh, no, Data. It's another dead end.
No, Watson. Not a dead end at all. Hello. What's this? Can you see the scratches?
And then they meet Moriarty.
Yes.
They go to his office.
That's right.
And then we've realised that he's got control over the ship in some ways.
Yes.
That he can pull a lever and the whole ship starts shaking.
Yeah. Anyone's going like that,
Yeah.
side to side. That was quite good.
It's good acting.
Good acting they did,
Nice.
because they actually looked like they were being thrown about left to right.
Yeah.
Yeah. And he draws on a bit of paper, doesn't he? But we don't see the picture straight away.
Yeah.
You know what's going to happen. Yeah. Are you going to say the same thing as me?
Yeah.
I
Probably.
think so.
When Geordie flips the paper,
Yeah.
and then finds the right way up for us,
Yes.
which then means he was looking
He
at
was
it upside
looking
down.
Yeah.
I'm like, what?
It's like, but what is this? Like, but even when he got given it back, he was still looking at it upside down.
Was he?
Yeah. He was looking at it upside down in both scenarios.
Data, wait, what is it? What's on that paper? And why can't we shut down the holodeck? Data, this is impossible. How can a character from 1890s London draw a picture of the Enterprise? And who's got control of the computer?
He does. Moriarty.
That is impossible. I don't understand.
Nor do I.
Data, wait, what about the doctor? Is she all right in there?
No. She is in grave danger.
The other thing is the fact that bit of paper could leave the holodeck as well. Like, you know, because Moriarty.
Does it really?
Yeah, Moriarty drew on it.
Yeah.
And gave it to them.
Yeah.
And then Data rushes out the holodeck, and George's like, "What's wrong? What's wrong?" They got out the holodeck with a piece of paper.
Already? I missed that. Wow. Oh yeah, they're in the hallway, weren't they?
Yeah. So there's a lot of things,
Wow.
and also the fact that it's the wrong way around. Maybe Georgie's visor kind of auto corrects images, turns it around.
Okay. I guess the way to explain that would be the computer wanted to confound data.
Yeah.
And not the character. And so it actually replicated the piece of paper so that when it was physically leaving, it was a physical entity.
Fair enough.
Because that's what replicators do.
That's true. It could have replicated it.
Mm. But in which case, something
But
that I would do
did they know that
differently.
Data was going to take it with him?
Exactly. The computer wouldn't know that.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Oh dear, sorry.
Rubbish episode.
More rubbish. Yes.
Well, the captain has to get involved then, doesn't he?
Does he get involved right away?
Well, they have a chat about it.
They tried to shut down he tried to shut down the computer, doesn't he?
Yeah.
First of all.
And it doesn't work.
Yeah, okay.
See that? I'm like, what? I'm not sure I'm not sure the computer would allow a holodeck character to take control of the holodeck.
Which is why I think the other episode did it. It's almost like a revised version of that episode to do it better.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know,
I'd agree with that.
Yeah. The ship in the bottle episode.
Yes.
Yeah. So yeah, they're kind of panicking because the ship, you know, attitude controls being diverted to that holodeck 2, if you must know.
Oh, excellent! My favourite holodeck.
Another thing I was quite interested. Yeah, your favourite holodeck is it? It's the larger one, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yes. And then Troy apparently can sense holograms now as well.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, it's a new thing I learned about Troy. Because she sensed in the observation now they're talking about it, and she can sense. I don't know what she said specifically, but how can that be? It's just a weird thing.
No.
I don't know.
Don't know about this.
Yeah.
I'm not sure the writers were. I think season 2 they were not great.
Getting there, but it's like it wasn't quite.
Maybe still feeling their way as to what people can actually do.
Exactly.
Yeah.
There was no parameters set yet.
Mm-mm.
So Picard wants to go down with Data.
Mm.
Data, I think it best that you and I should return to the holodeck.
I will change into my uniform, sir.
No, I will change into some appropriate costume. Our uniforms might pose questions which I'd rather he didn't ask. It seems that he feeds on knowledge. Well, let's not give your nemesis any more information than we have to.
Data wants to change, but Data said, no, I'll change.
Mm.
Don't really see I think it's just more to get into the mood of the episode, because it doesn't make any sense because
no.
for Moriarty, he's already just seen a pale-skinned android and a person with a visor that look alien to him. So,
well, Picard's reasoning is that he doesn't want to give Moriarty any more information than he has to.
Okay.
So if he dresses according to the time,
he's fitting in with
yeah.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, he doesn't realise that Moriarty's already looked at the computer database, and so he knows he's the captain.
Oh, I see.
Mm.
Oh, okay, fair enough. That makes sense.
I'm not a fan of Pulaski's fake acting. The Enterprise?
Oh,
What's that?
yes. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Yes. But no, she's enjoying herself at the same time. She's eating food and
all the crumpets
and stuff. It's not really taking it that seriously.
Yeah. My life's in danger, but hey, got tea and crumpets, so
yeah, exactly.
It's worse ways to go.
Yeah. Well, I guess you've got no control of the situation.
Mm.
So they go down, and Picard said, we don't have much time because apparently
the episode's running out. So
yeah,
you wrap it up.
You got to wrap it up. Come on. We've had the fun. So yeah, all the programs. They said they're like, is it being rewritten? The whole of the program, because bits of the holographic program is phasing in and out.
Yes. Yeah.
Obviously, he's trying to alter the programming here.
Captain?
Tuppence. 2 pence. Supposed to be good luck. You may need some.
Picard talks to Moriarty. There's a bit of a debate about life and what life actually is.
Yeah.
Good line about,
it's a good discussion.
I think, therefore I am.
Mm-hmm.
You know, what is life? Is it based on... He says, I feel, he's alive. He senses that even though he's made out of... He's holographic, he feels like he's alive because he can think for himself.
Yeah.
Same with I think he compares himself to Data.
But Picard says that he's not alive.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now we then go to that. We then go to that later episode. Spoiler alert! Of where Picard is defending Data because this guy wants to replicate Data all over across Starfleet.
Yeah.
But now Picard's argument is that he is alive. So actually, you can't have it both ways, can you? You can't say in one episode a hologram or Data is not alive.
Yeah. And they also explore that same discussion with that Voyager episode. Is it Author? When the Doctor, the EMH program, he creates a holonovel.
Okay.
And he's either not able to publish it or he doesn't have the rights to it.
Mm-hmm.
They change it, and they said, that's not what I wrote, and they change it and stuff.
Right.
He tries to get, and said, well, you're not alive, so you have no rights to it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
shouldn't be a hologram.
No, it's hard life.
No rights.
Exactly. Yeah. But anyway, but then he quickly agrees to compromise and Moriarty allows to be shut down and saved for another day.
Yeah.
Until they work out something.
That's what Picard says anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which is, I'm glad I think it's good that they picked this one up later on down the line rather than just
shelving it completely.
Shelving it because they kind of left it open ended.
Yeah.
Probably not meaning to. They thought, how are we going to resolve this episode? Like, because Moriarty can't destroy the ship, and it'd probably be unkind to destroy the program, and because that's going against what the Federation's about. It's about seeking out new life, not just destroying it.
Well, there it sits.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I thought it was an okay episode, but I think I feel like it's a bit more of a let's do something on the holodeck, Sherlock Holmes, just do something different. The last episode was like a bottle episode. They didn't spend a lot of money because most of it was on the ship. Thought, we'll do that. Because the next episode we spent a lot of money on costumes and set.
Right.
But yeah, I mean...
But once you've done...
I preferred the last episode, unfortunately.
But once you've done an episode with a particular set and costumes...
Can't use it again.
Well, no. Like if it's on the holodeck, you want to use it again, don't you? Somehow?
You do, yeah.
Because then you don't have to pay for extra stuff. You've already got it all.
Maybe they planned to, but then I guess if they had the rights issues with
that's true, yeah. They may have thought end of season 2 or maybe in season 3 they'll
continue it.
Pick it up again.
Yeah, they might have reused them maybe, but maybe that's something that didn't actually work out in the end.
No, but they lock him up. Moriarty.
Yep, they lock him up.
Finished off.
For broccoli.
Yeah. The next one is
discover him.
Is a lot better.
Yeah, it's much better.
But you do need to watch this one first.
Yeah.
It's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's interesting looking at all these early discussions on AI and thinking about how AI is now. Is it really alive? Is it not? What rights does it have?
Do you think it will ever get to that point in the future?
Where
these questions would actually be a reality? They
are in some ways, aren't they? Because in Japan, I think there's a AI robot that's got a passport.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
I wasn't aware of that situation, but yeah, it depends what is considered to be alive, what is being alive.
Yes.
Yeah.
And that's, it gets debated, and then whoever wins the debate gets to decide.
That's true. It could be difference of opinion, but
could be whoever's got the most money gets to decide.
True.
Is quite often the case.
That's true. It's not always about what is the right or wrong answer. Sometimes it's about who's the loudest.
Yes.
Is right.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm louder. I'm more noticeable.
Yeah.
Then that means
I've got more power, more sway, or more money.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, if you did write this episode, or wanted to do this episode differently, any ideas of how you would do it differently?
I want to have crumpets. Let's have croissants. Croissant.
Yes.
So yeah.
Get Picard kidnapped.
I would.
Yeah.
I would have either that piece of paper. Well, the piece of paper needs to be the right way up first of all for Georgie to look at it. Then it either needs to disappear as they leave the holodeck, and then they think, "Oh yeah, of course it's not here. It disappears because the holodeck. Let's go back inside so we can look at it again."
Yeah, yeah.
Or they are shocked that it's in their hand outside of the holodeck.
Okay.
And then Data comes up with a explanation as to why. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. To kind of
justify why it's outside the holodeck.
There. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. I think for me they should have created a bit more an element of danger and put some yellow shirts in there to die. Just to create a bit more like, that no one technically died or there was no danger. Like maybe Moriarty get some yellow shirts, some weedy yellow shirts.
They could do. And following on from that, they could actually have a part of the ship get damaged as well. Yeah. Like maybe one of the warp nacelles breaks or whatever. And so in the next
abandon ship! All hands! Abandon ship! Yeah.
And then in the next episode, they have some other storyline. But
are you creating a saga now?
But they're following it on. So like the ship can't move in the next episode, but it's being repaired.
Yeah, could do.
Because some of the episodes are just taking place on the ship.
That's true.
They don't need to be warping anywhere.
That's true. And it did feel like it could have been extended a bit more, the episode. Yeah. Anything you thought they did well in the episode?
Yeah, creating a formidable opponent.
for Data.
Yeah, definitely one that could actually take control of the ship somehow and damage it and potentially destroy it.
Yeah.
I still think at the same time, there's a good and bad part to it. They did it really well in terms of when you're watching it at the time, you're like, wow, this guy can blow up the Enterprise. But looking back on it, it's not good because the holodeck has the safety parameters, which it, for whatever reason, decided to
Not
break and override.
Yeah. For me, I thought, I mentioned before, like the sets and just the holodeck scenes. I thought they were just well done.
Taking it up a notch now.
Yeah. Any lines that stood out to you?
Yeah, for me, when Moriarty says, "I want to exist,"
Yeah,
I thought, wow,
that's good.
That's powerful.
Yeah, it was probably in the same scene, but a bit when he said, "I think, therefore I am," kind of explaining what his existence, the fact that he exists.
Yeah.
Anything you found funny in the episode?
No.
I think it was just Pulaski's scream that made me laugh because it didn't sound like her. I remember what the scream was, but it didn't sound like her. But yeah.
Okay.
And also the fact that Wolf dressed up for no reason.
Well, he wanted to fit in, didn't he?
Yeah, but he didn't even get to go on a holodeck in the end, did he?
Oh, see.
He just dressed up, stood outside the holodeck, and did nothing.
Yeah.
So yeah. But it was good that it was cool that he dressed up, but I mean, he could have got his nerdy security guards to be dressed up as well, and they go in and they get killed.
They get killed, yeah. Need to kill some nerdy security guards. Yeah.
What would you say is the moral lesson, if there is one, in this episode?
Part of growing and learning is actually losing. So you can actually learn from your mistakes.
Yeah. You're referring to Geordie when he made that mistake.
Yeah, so
he realised when he was on the observation lounge, he realised he had that it's my mistake, sorry.
Yeah. And I feel like in today's culture, it's very much everything has to be perfect. Yeah. And like in films now as well, the main heroes don't take any physical damage, no flaws at all.
Yeah.
My wife and I were watching a film from in the Alien saga, for example. Ripley gets damaged, she gets scars and everything. You see progression throughout the film, but in today's film, people don't get scars or anything, so everything has to be maintained. It's not
they
real.
They always have the answers.
That's not real life.
No.
Maybe that's what they're going for, though. It's complete escape from reality. But in real life, you do lose. You will lose. You will fail. You will mess up. But that's not the point. The point is how do you react to that? How do you respond to that? You need to look at yourself and think about how do you respond to these things. Why did you fail? Sometimes it's not even your fault that it failed.
No, that's true. It's how you react to failure, isn't it?
It is, yeah. It's part of growing and learning.
Yeah, yeah. That's a really good one. Mine was in any job, you need to take advantage of the times you might have to have fun.
Yes, but not at work though. Don't have fun at work.
I was talking about work, but not you guys.
No, you can't. We can.
Yeah, kind of like, because sometimes you need fun at work. Sometimes,
yeah.
You need those times because they're at work. They have that bit of time to kind of have a bit of chilled out time in the holodeck. It didn't turn out that way anyway, but no, I thought that
they needed a break after that break.
Yeah, they did. Yeah, exactly. A holiday after the holiday.
What was the ultimate bad acting moment? I couldn't think of any.
I didn't have one.
No.
I didn't put one down, actually. Bad acting moment.
I don't think there was much.
It was just Geordie's English accent was the only thing. But that's not. He's acting anyway. He's not an actor.
Yes,
he's an engineer.
Yes, yeah. So it fitted the situation.
It fits the situation.
Yeah.
But I can't.
No.
Or the scream.
They did well.
There wasn't Pulaski.
Because the guy who plays Moriarty is good. Good actor. Yeah.
Yeah, he was good.
Good choice.
Yeah. Good. And he comes back again.
Yeah.
And again in Picard, season 3.
Does he really?
Yeah.
Wow. Haven't seen that.
Is it Riker?
Yeah, it's Riker.
He's just sitting on a bridge, isn't he, in this episode? No. So
Poor
how many
Riker.
women did Riker
sleep
with?
None. There's been quite a lot where there's been none. I think it's probably the later seasons that he gets a bit more.
Yeah.
A bit more randy. A bit more.
People try and get used to the beard.
Okay.
Like, maybe they're not used to it. How many times was Worf denied? He was denied entering the holodeck.
Yeah.
That's what I got.
Well, he wants to lead a security detail onto the holodeck to rescue the Doctor.
Denied.
Nope.
Yeah.
And therefore, there's no weedy security guards.
Yeah.
Which is a shame. But yeah, I do like your idea that there should have been some
weedy security
to die.
Yeah.
That's my favourite part of Star Trek.
Yeah, looking out for those.
Yeah.
Yeah. You don't want that many in Voyager, though, really, because then you run out.
Run out of crew.
Yeah.
But they do that with the photon torpedoes.
And shuttlecraft.
And shuttlecrafts.
Yeah.
Does it actually all add up correctly?
I think there's definitely some videos out there you can find where they count, someone's counting all the torpedoes that are fired and shuttlecrafts that have been destroyed.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
That's fun.
But I can't recall from the top of my head.
No.
We'll have to do that if we get to Voyager in 2035.
We'll have an ongoing
We'll have to
total.
Keep a track total of that.
Yes.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, it's not an episode I would rewatch. I mean, when I watched it, it was more disappointing than what I expected it to be.
Okay.
I was like, oh yeah, this is a fan favorite, but
yeah,
I didn't have the full knowledge of what the full episode looked like in my mind. But when I watched it, I was like, oh, okay, it wasn't as satisfying as I thought it was. And maybe this is people's favorite episode. I don't know, but for me, it wasn't better than the last episode.
Okay,
which was but it's definitely better than the Child. I think the Child's still not the great episode.
Hello.
Yeah,
I would watch it again if I was going to watch the later Moriarty episode straight after.
Just to get.
It's like it's almost like a short, kind of a film then, isn't it?
Prelude to that episode. Yeah.
The episode's about 45 minutes each,
so
both of them will be 90 minutes, which is about the length of a film.
Yeah.
But yeah, on its own, I wouldn't go back and watch it. No. It wasn't terrible, but wasn't great.
Yeah. It's it's okay. It's all right, but yeah. Okay. Well,
thanks for joining us.
Thank you for joining us, and obviously, if you want to comment, please feel free to, and subscribe if you like our videos.
Yeah.
And and if you don't want to be caught while you're working looking at a video, you can also listen to us on Spotify.
You can also Alt-Tab, so you can watch it. Your boss comes over, you pause it, Alt-Tab, go to another browser. You can do that as well. I did that at school.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Naughty. Brilliant. Okay. Thank you.
See you next time.
See you next time. Bye-bye.